Good evening, Northern Colorado. This is Kilo Delta Zero Tango Yankee Uniform. My name is Joe. I'm located in Loveland, and I'll be net control for this evening Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club Net. Purpose of this net is to provide a forum for announcements of amateur radio-related events. A meeting time on the air to encourage social interaction between club members and also to provide you a point of contact for club board members. This net may be interrupted at any time for emergency or private traffic. If you need to use the system during the net for an emergency, please say the word break. Give your call sign. We will acknowledge and suspend the net until you advises that you are clear. Are there any emergency or private traffic at this time? All licensed amateur operators with 77 privileges are encouraged to check in the net. Club membership, of course, is encouraged but never required to be able to participate. This net will begin as a directed net and then shift into an open net. There will be opportunities with stations with equipment for sale to be able to announce those particular items. And check-in is requested for the purpose of counting participation. No checkout is ever required. Once all stations have checked in, net control will ask club board members if they have any announcements, and then call for any other announcements from any other operators. Please be courteous once the formal part of the net is over and allow break-ins from other stations to be part of the conversation. When checking in, please give your call sign slowly using the ITU phonetic alphabet. This evening we have had 13 early check-ins. I'll now call for club board members who've not checked in earlier, please call now.
Evening, Joe. November 0, Echo Mike Papa. Greg in Fort Collins. No traffic.
Hey, good evening. Kilo India 0, Kilo November. James in Loveland. I'll have just a brief update.
I would like to welcome N0EMP Greg and KI0KN James. And somebody may have doubled with James. Come back. This is KC0ZIE. Darren, Fort Collins. No traffic. I thought I heard you. Okay, thanks, Darren. Any other club board members who've not checked in earlier, please call. Okay, now call for club members Alpha through Zulu who've not checked in earlier, please call. Thank you, Jerry. We got KAGE. Anyone else? Let's open this up to anybody, visitors, whoever would like to check in, please call. Okay, hearing none. KI0KN, James, you have the floor.
Thanks very much, Joe. Not much to report at the moment. Just want to let folks know a couple of items. We're working on trying to diagnose the W0 UPS WinLink node. It works fine, but the longer it's up, the less responsive it seems to get. So just want to let folks know we're working on that. Also, the CSU node has been, the W0QUI was rebuilt today, but the radio has jumped channels. So if you go to use the CSU WinLink that's normally on 145.030, it's actually on the APRS channel now, 144.39. As soon as I can get to the building, I will fix that, but just FYI. We've got some interesting things that have been happening at Horsetooth that we think may be I don't know if it's people messing around on purpose or not, but we're seeing some evidence of some of our gear there being, outside gear being messed with. Let me reset real quick. Nothing damaged. We just had a few things moved. So we've actually got a nice high-resolution camera that we're going to mount to look over the rest of the site there. And the hope there is that we'll actually be able to capture pictures from that of Fort Collins and maybe get them over to our webpage. So I'm working on that with Darren, so that hopefully will be a webpage enhancement soon. In other news, just trying to get a few last things wrapped up before the winter flies for all of our sites. Get the GPS boards replaced at Horsetooth and Buckhorn. And also am aware of the noise that keeps the 115 on Horsetooth open, and with troubleshooting that as well. So lots of little stuff going on. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to contact me via email or after the net. That's kind of just a quick update of what's going on this fall. KI0K, and back to you, Joe.
Thank you, James. We don't have, we haven't really picked a date for our October test session, but we will probably pick one in the next couple days and maybe put something together for that. So we don't have anything like that. And remember that we are have a TechNet in January in replacement for the Hamfest. Let me let this drop. But let me assure you, we plan on doing a Hamfest 2021. We just don't want to do it with the COVID problem, and we do believe that in January it will still probably be, well, somewhat here. Okay. Any other questions for the net? Please call, or for the board. Please call. Does anybody have any comments or questions for the net? Please call. Well, you guys are making it pretty easy for me. This will conclude the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club Net. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for participating. That will start again next week at 6 o'clock with early check-ins and start our preamble at 6:30. We had about 18 check-ins and the net lasted about 10 minutes. So if there's nothing else, this is KD0TYE going to be clear, and the repeater is open for general use. Everybody have a pleasant and safe week.